Welcome, welcome. Today we're going to talk about Taoist and Qigong exercises specifically for women around sexuality. And as you can see, I'm in a male body. So what do I know about this topic? Well, I worked with Mantak Chia, who is one of the foremost authorities in Taoist esoteric practices, and he specifically targeted sexual energy as a form of vitality, health, wellness, relational energy, and even divine connection. So the Taoist approach to sexuality is very integrated. It's global. It has relevance to all things in your life. And so in this video, what I'm going to show you is a few Taoist and Qigong exercises to help transform sexual essence, something that was called Jing Qi, into vital life force energy, for more energy, for deeper connection, for increased libido, and for meditation practices where we feel connected to the divine. You see, sexual energy is that unifying force. It brings things together. It brings things together so much that we can come together with male-female energy and create a new baby, a new life. So it has this creativity, this way in which it multiplies the energy of the life force, which was called Qi, in many unique ways. So it's not just about, let's say, sexual expression. It has to do with creativity. It has to do with our inspiration, what we want to give birth to in the world, whether it's a project, a book, a piece of art. This all has Jing Qi related to it. So very specifically, I'm going to show you these exercises that will help you just to create healthy energy and then be able to circulate that energy in the way in which you want. So I'm going to come over here to the whiteboard and we're going to talk just a little bit about what sexual energy is. So we have this term sexual energy, which in Taoist practices was seen as something to be revered. It was divine energy that we've all been gifted with. And this energy has many different connotations. It can be creativity. And that's whether we're giving birth to a baby or giving birth to a project like we're talking about. It's a source of energy, source energy. We all come from this energy, from sexual energy. So we call it source energy, which in Chinese medicine was often referred to as Jing Qi, which meant essence. Jing Qi, which is essence, the essence of life. Oops. Got to learn how to spell here. Essence. Right? So we all come from this energy, and then this energy is used for unity. And so when we look at spiritual practices, almost all traditions, whether it's Western religion or Eastern spirituality, they have some form of practice and what to do with this powerful force that we call sexual energy. And, spiritually, they would use this energy to sublimate it, move it through the systems, and use it as a unifying force for the divine. And so that's why it's also very powerful to help to create that unity with the universe, with the divine, with nature and life itself. Okay? Sexual energy has this multiplying power. It is very dynamic. And so when we want more energy, this is a source, a wellspring of energy. It multiplies. So it's a powerful way to just increase life force energy. Now we're specifically talking about female sexual energy here. So there's some practices that women do, if you're in a female body, that helps to utilize the areas in the body to transform Jing to Qi, to life force energy. Female sexual energy. And I worked on a book with Mantak Chia. I was his ghostwriter for a few books. One was Sexual Reflexology, which was a very interesting book on how the Taoists used different features and acupressure points as a way to open up these energy pathways. Mantak Chia wrote a book called Cultivating Female Sexual Energy, which is something that I also worked on. And these are very universal practices. So one practice was ovarian breathing. And the warm current meditation. So I'm going to show you a couple variations of these. All right, so you can do these practices standing up like this, like a Qigong practice, or you could also do it sitting in a chair. Either way is fine. I might recommend standing because it's going to be a little bit more dynamic that way. So let's start with breathing. So I want you to put your hands on your belly and just take a few deep breaths into your center. You see, when you breathe here, it's going to stimulate the ovaries and the uterus. It's just going to help to relax this area. Also, slow, deep breathing calms the stress, calms and gets us out of fight or flight and into relaxation. So it brings us out of sympathetic branch of our nervous system into parasympathetic, where energy is going to circulate much more effortlessly. So slow, deep breathing is a great place to start for energy cultivation. When you inhale, let your abdomen expand. And when you exhale, abdomen goes back towards the spine. Just some nice, slow, deep breathing. Good. So you can do that for even a few minutes. And anytime during the day you want to calm the nervous system, come back to this slow, deep breathing. Now we're going to do an exercise called fanning the fire, but we're going to do it for women, adding a Kegel exercise. So it's going to look like this. Fanning the fire is a quicker breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now when you out through the mouth, I want you to squeeze the pelvic floor. So the muscles all through the pelvic floor. You're going to exhale. The pelvic floor muscles, the pubococcygeal muscles. It's like a urogenital diaphragm. So we have the upper diaphragm, we have the lower diaphragm. So when you exhale, squeeze all the muscles on your pelvic floor, and that's going to tonify and strengthen those muscles. Great for all kinds of things. Just pelvic floor health. It's great as a preventative for incontinence. It's good for the bladder, the uterus, the ovaries. So let's do it together. Inhale. Now when you exhale, abdomen goes back towards the spine and we're squeezing those muscles. That combination is going to bring a lot of circulation into this area. Keep going. Relax and do some slow breathing. Nice, slow, deep breathing. Good, good. If you wanted to do another round or two of that fast breathing with the Kegel exercises, it's really good. So feel free to extend the practice in that way. Next, we're going to do something that's called ovarian breathing. We're going to warm the stove, as it was called, warm this area. And the way that we do that, the way the women used to do that in Taoist practices, was to activate the heart center and even the breasts. So what I'm going to have you do is just tap up and down on your sternum, and we'll just activate the heart center. The heart was seen as the fire element, so we use this fire to bring loving energy down to the reproductive organs and combine heart with sexual energy. That means fire and water are connected. So we're going to tap here. Take a nice deep breath. We're working on all these pressure points on the chest to wake up the heart energy. The heart energy is the source of love, and we're going to turn this loving energy inward as a form of self-compassion. And then just put your fingertips right in the center of your chest. The palms can rest right over the breasts and feel the breast tissue and the heart open with more self-compassion, loving energy. Just slow breathing through the nose. And you can even visualize this like warm sunlight here in the heart, this warm, radiant energy. And then just let this energy shine down like the rays of the sun shining into the water of life. So the water is in the uterus, and the sunlight is in the heart center. And we shine this warm, radiant energy down into the water of life, into the uterus and the sexual center. And now put the hands over, the palms go right over the ovaries, and the fingertips touch the pubic bone. And just imagine this warm energy, the sunlight still shining on the water, this sparkling energy like sunlight shining and sparkling on the surface of the water, warming it up. And when sunlight shines on water, it turns to mist. And what we're going to do is circulate this mist, what was called the elixir, this healing elixir through your body. So now you take your hands right where they were, in front of where they were, and you're just going to bring them back, like by your hips, and then up. This symbolizes the energy rising and moving through the spine to the head, nourishing all the endocrine organs, and then coming down like this. It's called turning the wheel. So it's a nice slow movement of the arms, and the energy inside of your body goes up through the spine to the head, and then it comes down through this front channel of the body, turning the wheel. Now keep the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. That just keeps those internal circuits connected. So we inhale, and imagine this mist rising and nourishing the spine, the nervous system, and the brain. Exhale, comes down, nourishing all the endocrine organs and glands. It's a very simple practice, inhaling up and exhaling down. We'll just do this for a minute or two at your own time. You could even do this circling of the hands in this warm current practice for like 5 to 10 minutes, just on its own. A slow inhale through the nose. Imagine this mist nourishing the spine, the nervous system, the brain, and this energy descending down. It comes right down from the mid-eye area, the forehead, through the upper palate to your throat, to the center of your chest, solar plexus, navel, pubic bone, pelvic floor. So it's just like this circle of energy in your body. Inhale as you come up. Exhale down. It's like turning a water wheel within your body. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. You inhale as you come up. You exhale as you come down. And this practice is like a moving meditation. And it's designed to balance hormones, calm the mind, transform Jing into Qi, which is sexual energy or essence, into life force energy. Then we'll bring the hands down, put them down by your sides, and just feel that lightness, that energy activated in your body. Check in with yourself. Notice how you feel. See if you feel tingling in your fingertips or in your arms, an overall sense of relaxation and lightness. Put your hands on your belly and just let that feeling stay with you. Center it. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you in a video real soon.